Coverage you can count on continues with Glenn Marini's Sports 15 report.
Despite being picked to finish last in the AL West by many so-called experts, the Mariners are actually thriving this season under new manager Eric Wedge. With almost half the season in the books, Seattle just 2.5 games out of first place. Early tonight at 6, we gave you our first part of our conversation with Eric as we caught up with him during a recent series in Detroit. Here's part 2 of Summit City to Seattle. Why is it important for you to come back and do the wall-on activities and do the Fort Wayne Sports Score and do the event at the Ash Center you do every winter?
Well, it's just, you know, it's something that I feel like I should do, that I want to do, and that I have to do. It's part of my responsibility, I think, from, you know, being from Fort Wayne in the community, and you know, that's why I've sponsored a team at Wallen, you know, for 20 some odd years or whatever it's been, and it's just you've got to give back, you've got to spread the message. You know, every time if you can have an impact on even one person, it's worth your time, and if we can even impact other people to do other things like that, you know, then we're all heading in the right direction.
Now, you played for Coach Stavretti, correct?
Yeah. Talk
about what he taught you, because in a lot of ways he's the godfather, if you will, of modern-day Fort Wayne high school and really every level of baseball.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Stavretti, he impacted lives, and you know, obviously he impacted mine both on and off the field. You know, you talk about tough. I mean, he's a tough cookie, and you know, we still stay in touch to this day, and you know, he's always been one of my biggest fans. But I learned a great deal, you know, from him. It's not about me. It's not about you. It's about the kids, and it's about the program. And if you go about your business that way, then it's going to come back to you tenfold and come back to you the right way. So, you know, that's what he did, and that's what he instilled in me.
You're with the Wichita State Shockers. You win a national championship. You're second in the Golden Spikes Award voting. Did you foresee managing in your future, or were you just focused on becoming the best player you could be?
Yeah, I was just focused on playing. I mean, you know, I guess I figured way down the road I'd manage, but you know, I didn't anticipate, you know, the 8 surgeries, you know, in 9 years, and all the issues I had with my knees and my elbow. But hey, you know, such is life. But when I really started thinking about managing, when I knew that I wasn't going to be able to play as long as I wanted to play, and you know, I felt like my personality, and you know, for whatever reasons, players would come to me and ask questions, even on my own team, and you know, I enjoyed helping them. So you know, that was kind of a natural progression for me.
Question I get a lot is, you were pretty clean-shaven as the Indians manager, but now in the press conference we see the big mustache. What was the reason for the change?
Well, you know what? I had a mustache for about 10 years straight, believe it or not, from college on into pro ball for a while, and then you know, I took the year off, and I knew I was going to get back in. And I said, you know what? I'm going to get back to my old self and grow the mustache, and then somebody suggested maybe let it, you know, run down the sides a little bit, and I did that. And now it's this whole big deal that people are doing pieces on. So, but I enjoy it. I've always enjoyed having a mustache, and I enjoy this. So, so we'll keep it around for a while.
No objections from Katie?
No, she's been pretty good about it. She wants me to trim it up every now and again, so I got to stay on top of that.
For an extended interview with Eric, check out the local sports page on Wayne.com. You can also hear from Mariners catcher Chris Jimenez, who's played under Wedge in both Seattle and Cleveland. And since we talked to Eric a couple weeks ago, I've been trying to grow out the mustache. What do you think, Margaret Heather? Coming in pretty good?
Slow growth.
Very impressive.
Once I hit puberty, it's going to be all right.
Yeah, well, that or Rogaine or something like that. Thanks, Glenn. Yeah.
Jonathan answers your weather questions coming up after the break.